If you are depressed, you are living in the past. If you are anxious, you are living in the future. If you are at peace, you are living in the present. Do not let the behavior of others destroy your inner peace. Peace comes from within. Do not seek it without. Each one has to find his peace from within. And peace to be real must be unaffected by outside circumstances. Nobody can bring you peace but yourself. You find peace not by rearranging the circumstances of your life, but by realizing you are at the deepest level. Smile, breathe, and go slowly. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. I do not want the peace which passeth understanding. I want the understanding which bringeth peace. The ability to observe without evaluating is the highest form of intelligence. When you do things from your soul, you feel a river moving in you, a joy. Imagine all the people living life in peace. You may say I'm a dreamer, but I am not the only one. Peace begins with a smile. Peace is the result of retraining your mind to process life as it is, rather than as you think it should be. Some of us think holding on makes us strong, but sometimes it is letting go. Ultimately, we have just one moral duty: to reclaim large areas of peace in ourselves, more and more peace, and to reflect it towards others. Your calm mind is the ultimate weapon against your challenges. So relax, never be in a hurry, do everything quietly and in a calm spirit. Go placidly amid the noise and haste, and remember what peace there may be in silence. Do your little bit of good where you are. It's those little bits of good put together that overwhelm the world. All men's miseries derive from not being able to sit in a quiet room alone. Never be in a hurry. Do everything quietly and in a calm spirit. Everyone has inside of him a piece of good news. The good news is that you don't know how great you can be, how much you can love, what you can accomplish, and what your potential is. Live quietly in the moment and see the beauty of all before you. The future will take care of itself. People are disturbed not by things, but by the view they take of them. True happiness is ... to enjoy the present without anxious dependence upon the future. Nothing can bring you peace but yourself. Nothing can bring you peace but the triumph of principles. Be at war with your vices, at peace with your neighbors, and let every new year find you a better man. When we see men of a contrary character, we should turn inwards and examine ourselves. Put your heart, mind, and soul into even your smallest acts. This is the secret of success. World peace can be achieved when, in each person, the power of love replaces the love of power. When you think of the goodness in your life, you are bound to be grateful, and that gratitude is bound to bring you inner peace. The life of inner peace, being harmonious and without stress, is the easiest type of existence. Breathing in, I calm my body. Breathing out, I smile. Dwelling in the present moment, I know this is a wonderful moment. Out of suffering have emerged the strongest souls. The most massive characters are seared with scars. It isn't enough to talk about peace. One must believe in it, and it isn't enough to believe in it. One must work at it. We need much less than we think we need. Gratitude is not only the greatest of virtues, but the parent of all the others. If you are distressed by anything external, the pain is not due to the thing itself, but to your estimate of it, and this you have the power to revoke at any moment. When the soul lies down in that grass, the world is too full to talk about ideas, language. Even the phrase each other doesn't make any sense. He who is contented is rich. Peace is every step. There is no path to happiness. Happiness is the path, for after all, the best thing one can do when it's raining is to let it rain. With all its sham, drudgery, and broken dreams, it is still a beautiful world. Be cheerful, strive to be happy. Many people think excitement is happiness, but when you are excited, you are not peaceful. True happiness is based on peace. If you want to be happy, be. If you have inner peace, nobody can force you to be a slave to the outer reality. In the depth of winter, I finally learned that within me there lay an invincible summer. To be yourself in a world that is constantly trying to make you something else is the greatest accomplishment. Come forth into the light of things. Let nature be your teacher. Peace is the virtue of civilization. War is its crime. To love oneself is the beginning of a lifelong romance. In every walk with nature, one receives far more than he seeks. Change happens by listening and then starting a dialogue with the people who are doing something you don't believe is right. Everything has its wonders, even darkness and silence, and I learn, whatever state I may be in, therein to be content. Never look back unless you are planning to go that way. The greater the difficulty, the more glory in surmounting it. The more you are motivated by love, the more fearless and free your action will be. Worrying never robs tomorrow of its sorrow. It only saps today of its joy. Blessed is he who expects nothing, for he shall never be disappointed. Small minds are concerned with the extraordinary, great minds with the ordinary. Smile in the mirror. Do that every morning and you'll start to see a big difference in your life. Happiness depends more on the inward disposition of mind than on outward circumstances. Peace in society depends upon peace in the family. Every man has his secret sorrows which the world knows not, and oftentimes we call a man cold when he is only sad. Peace cannot be kept by force. It can only be achieved by understanding. The truth you believe and cling to makes you unavailable to hear anything new. Don't let what you cannot do interfere with what you can do. When you are sorrowful, look again in your heart, and you shall see that in truth you are weeping for that which has been your delight.